Like 40 minutes.
What's up, you guys? Welcome back. Sorry about that earlier. The thing called life, when it hits you, you gotta sometimes just say, forget it, I don't hear you, or answer the call so you can keep it pushing. So earlier, I was talking about just how it definitely seems like the people that are very detrimental to the world are the ones that's absolutely making it harder for everyone else, but they get to live an easy life. It definitely seems like, why does she get to pop, lock, and drop it? As a woman's perspective, okay? Why does she get to pop, lock, and drop it? Got enough money to pay for her bills. Seems like she got a valid dude too. That's like, hey, I'm not gonna leave you. Like, this is my down ass chick. Girls that wants to be bullies and talk down on other females. Why does it seem like those, or even men, jealous men, the one that get you fired? Men that, like, I don't know, someone that'll flirt with your girl. It seems like those type of dudes, they're keeping good jobs, they're paying their bills, they're doing what they, and it's like, but they're a bad person. Do they lose? Do bad people lose? That's definitely what it feels like. It's like, now I do recall, I don't know what that means, Granville, but okay, I see you too. I don't know what it's called. Excuse me, but I do know that when I read that book that a lot of people want to run away from, which I don't understand why people run away from that book. That book is so awesome. The book tells you secrets. It tells you the future. That book did also say that The wicked shall have their reward. Okay? The wicked shall have their reward. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. Thanks, Granville, for your $10 super chat with the hearts. I appreciate it. Is it the blonde hair? Because I do remember when I had my natural hair, you came on here to talk about my cookie, what you say? My cookie bush. Thanks, Granville. I appreciate the support. I do. But yeah, it really, really feels like bad people win. It feels like bad people win. Okay. I'm gonna drop the link for you right quick, because Granville, it's like you are the troll. This link is only for Granville. Only for Granville. So that he can come up here, talk his smack, and then leave. But yes, that great book does say that the wicked shall get their reward. So, ¿qué pasó, papi incel?
What your ass over here doing?
Just ranting.
As usual.
As you.
You cut out. What you said?
Oh, sorry. Yeah. How's your day on the road?
I ain't on the road. I'm at home.
Ooh, what y'all cooking?
I ain't cooking shit. I'm chilling, playing video games.
I said,
Doing
y'all,
what grown
like
men supposed to
your mom,
do.
your people, babe, you good?
They're not doing nothing. No, it's Monday.
Oh, okay. Today is Monday.
Yeah. Mike,
Yeah.
we doing a Saints party next Sunday, so
The football.
of course. I'm a man, Tierney. Roll your eyes all you want.
What does a man got to do with football?
A lot?
Is that a criteria to be a man? Is to like football?
No.
Okay.
But a criteria for a woman is to be able to sit there and keep your mouth closed and look pretty while the football going on. I don't know if you meet that criteria.
Y'all gotta turn off the TV. Turn off the TV. Okay.
No, we don't.
Talk about
Not with football on.
How do you feel about women that's like, yeah, football, this player, this, that player, that?
It's pretty cool.
You like it?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not that chick.
Plus 5 points in the wifey category, but you might move a little closer to get a ring.
I mean, I don't have to like football to go to the games with you.
I know.
Okay. Yeah, I know.
You gonna have fun there. You gonna be able to do what all women like to do: drink and eat food.
Drink and eat food.
And have a good time.
Drink and eat food and have a good time, and knowing that their man ain't out cheating on them because she can see him right there.
See, there you go with that wild shit.
I'm just saying.
There you go with that. Well, you are so possessive.
I am territorial. Yes. Yes.
You're so possessive. Y'all be acting like men are so possessive and territorial and shit.
Yeah,
and y'all be the most possessive, territorial motherfuckers on earth.
Well, y'all forget that women are made of men. So what you guys are, we are times 2.
Stop that dumb shit.
What they say, anything you can do, I could do better. I could do better than you.
Do better and get out there and work then.
That's
Let me be the stay-at-home husband.
You're interrupting plus contributing to my workday. Like you're hot and cold. Are you a Cancer? Are you a Cancer?
Yeah, you're gonna need chemo after fucking with me.
Y'all Cancer, man. Love y'all some tyranny, bruh. I'm telling you.
No, we don't. What did you talk about?
All of my male viewers are Cancers. All of you guys. I don't know if Josh...
Do you think it's we like you or we like how you come dressed on the panels?
Nah, because I don't be dressed like this most of the time. See, that's what I'm talking about right there. You can't even just let me be. Okay? Y'all like me. Something about that tyranny energy that just like, let me go tell her to drop the link and fuck with her.
It starts with a T, but it's not tyranny.
And it's definitely not terror.
And it ain't terror either.
Oh, okay.
They come in cup sizes.
They come in cup sizes?
Uh-huh.
Bye, Granville. Can I finish my show?
I don't know.
You want to sit here?
Can you?
Not with you up here, no.
When you gonna leave that nigga alone? We get you a real man.
I'm finna go. Bye, Granville. I'm finna go. Granville messes. I'm not bringing you back up. I'm just letting you know. Granville messes up stuff. He want to come up here. Y'all call me Terry T, but then he want to come up here and terrorize my stream every time. Every time you drop money and I'm like, yes, you know, make me feel a little better. And then you talk yo shit. I don't get it.
See, when you just said you wasn't bringing me back up, you can't get enough of me.
I was wondering why you were still there, and I'm like, this dude right here. What do you want? I gotta finish my listen. My show today is about something very important.
CPS?
Yes.
Well, I ain't worrying about none of that shit. I ain't got none of the little rugrats.
And that's the thing. As you don't, when you're single, you won't have to worry about the world coming against you. As soon as you have children,
you do.
I mean, yeah, but it's different when you have children because now you got kids, boyfriend or girlfriend, they want to come at you. Okay, you got the world want to take them from you. You got teachers that want to teach them wrong. Like, damn, you couldn't get through me, so the way to get to me is through my children. It's a different ball game.
Life is a box of chocolate. You never know what you're gonna get.
Life ain't sweet in no way. What way?
Did you hear what Forrest Gump said? Life is like a box of chocolate. You never know what you're going to get.
Forrest Gump is a written character.
Forrest Gump is life.
And why did he compare it to chocolate?
Because sometimes they're bitter, sometimes they're sweet.
But
and you never know until you try.
Okay.
See?
I gotta finish my CPS show. You gonna come back up here later?
All right, Tierney.
Bye. Granville, get out of here. Okay, you guys, I apologize for the interruption. Granville is very disrespectful. But I appreciate the cash app. Means so much to me. But yeah. So I downloaded this clip because when I was thinking earlier, like I was telling Granville, you have problems in life, but you ain't got situations. Well, let me switch that. You might have situations, but you ain't got no problems until you got kids. I guarantee you, the stress that you have now as a single person is not in comparison to the stress that you will have once you start having children. Everything that you didn't expect starts to hit you. The partner that you were with starts to think different. You know? Now it's like, oh, now I'm mad at you. I can't just say things to hurt you and put you down because you're used to that terminology. Now I can use the very thing against you, which is you. Because your child is you. I am my children, and my children are me. So when you can't get to me, guess what the world does? It brings it against your children. 100%. Just to try to hurt you. And it's like, who can you trust? You know, CPS is only called by other people, and usually people that you know and that you're really close with, because they have to know your address. Okay, they got to know your address, your name. They got to know the situation. And usually the people that call CPS are ones that have your information, and it's usually someone close to you. I've heard women admit, yo, I think my mom's called CPS on me. Yo, moms? Like, what's going on? Are you physically, harmfully, mentally abused? Nah, she just don't like the way that I'm raising the kids. She feel like I don't spank them enough. Or she feel like I spank them too much. Or she don't like the way I talk to them. Not that I'm neglecting my children or abusing my children. I'm just not doing something the way she wants me to do it. So because I'm not falling under her rulership, her tyranny, then she's going to use my kids against me to hurt me. So who can you trust? Who can you trust? And like I said, when I was saying that earlier about who can you trust? And this world is like working together to go against good people. This is what popped in my mind.
The Matrix is a system, Neo. That system is our enemy. When you're inside, you look around, what do you see? Businessmen, teachers, lawyers, carpenters, the very minds of the people we are trying to save. But until we do, these people are still a part of that system, and that makes them our enemy.
So let me pause it right there. And if it's low, I apologize. It's low on my end as well. But this is a scene from The Matrix. Okay. And let's go back to see what Morpheus is saying. Okay. Now, this beginning picture is a little weird. You know, guys, I told you the colors red, black and white, white and black, red and black. It's all the same. Those colors, look for them. Okay. We got this big, bulky red man. I don't know. That's different. But maybe it's in New York or some shit. But who cares? So we're going to start it off, right? We have all different types of people that's starting to walk off. Okay. Everybody's about to cross the street. You got a teacher. You got a nun. Look like you got a banker, a realtor. All of these people are in colors of black and white. That's duality. Okay? These people are clearly working for the system, black or white. Same thing. They're working for the system. All different categories. I ain't gonna say all different categories because the only race of people that we see on this picture is Caucasian. But all different work, career-wise. Okay? Doctors, lawyers, nuns, teachers, preachers, bankers, realtors. Okay?
The Matrix is a system, Neo.
Morpheus starts by saying the Matrix is a system. Okay? And a system is something you create. Now, if I Googled the definition of Matrix, let's see, what's the definition of matrix? Matrix is an environment or material in which something develops, a surrounding medium or structure. Okay. An environment or material. So we're going to say an environment in which something develops. And that sounds like this world. Continue to develop and develop and develop. But what are we developing into? The Matrix is a system. Okay.
That system is our enemy.
That system is our enemy. The system is our enemy. Is he wrong? How do you go? So again, I'm native. I am native. I'm not no black, African American. My tribe is Cherokee and Blackfoot. I'm native to this land. How do you come over from your ant pile, enter into my ant pile to tell me that you don't like the way my ant pile is running, so I'm going to change it? And I'm going to do to your ant pile what I think should be done to it. I'm going to change the way the ants in your ant pile talk. I'm going to change the way that they think. I'm going to control the environment of this ant pile. Like, I'm not going to make anything in this ant pile look like you. I'm going to make this ant pile look like me. That's exactly what this system is. And because you're going against who and what I am, you are my enemy. And I might be going against who and what you are. So you better believe that I am your enemy as well.
When you're inside, you look around, what do you see?
When you're inside the Matrix, what do you see?
Businessmen, teachers.
Like I said earlier, businessmen, teachers, lawyers, carpenters. You see different categories of workers.
Lawyers, carpenters. The very minds of the people we are...
The very minds of the people we are trying to save. We're thinking that those jobs, like a doctor makes such good money. That's what I want to get in there. Help the people. They love the people. I remember my mom telling me, you know, anytime something's wrong, you feel something wrong, you need to go to the doctor. But I had to remind her, I don't ever remember reading in the scripture where people were going to the doctor. I apologize, but there's natural things God created on this earth just in case the body malfunctioned. He understood that when he was making his creation that there were things that the creation needed. And if the creation was lacking the things that were needed on the planet and or earth that he created, he made sure those things were there. I do not recall anyone going to anyone unless it was a witch. I'm just saying. I mean, we got the pastors, the preachers, of course, but their ultimate goal is the word of God. But as far as the doctor, I just don't recall it. People usually went to sorcerers, instead of accepting natural things. But once certain people, the ish, once certain people found the natural resources for the body, they took it, collected it, and put a stamp on it. But those are the very minds of the people we're trying to save. They think that they're doing good for this planet, but they're not. They're being just as harmful to the planet as the people that goes outside and smokes cigarettes, or throws their glass bottles on the floor, doing reckless stuff to the planet.
Trying to save. But until we do, these people are still a part of...
Until we can save them, these people are still part of that system. Okay? These people are a part of the system that is our enemy. Therefore, it makes them our enemy. Look, good people don't like to think, oh, they're my enemy or they're jealous of me. We don't like to think like that. They must be hatred. They must be envious. They must be jealous. They must want what I want. We don't think like that. We try to come from an understanding place because we're not like that. It's like a personality test. You guys know when you go and work and you take this long freaking 50-question test on what you would do and how you think? That's called a personality test. So, for example, one of the questions would say, is it okay to steal as long as it's not a lot of money? Or would you take $1 if it fell on the floor? Instances like that. If you say, yes, it's okay to do small, minor things, then that tells us that you would you're a thief. That's what it says. It says you're a thief. Even if you feel as though it's something small, at the end of the day, wrong is wrong. Wrong is wrong. So, but if you answer on those questions, I never think it's okay to steal, I would never tell a little white lie, then that's just the way that you think. Okay?
Of that system, and that makes them our enemy.
So again, like he said, that makes them our enemy, being a part of this very system.
You have to understand, most of these people are not ready.
Now, like he said, most of these people
To be unplugged.
Are not ready to be unplugged. Have you ever tried to tell someone something, and it's like, yo, why they don't get it? Why they don't get it? Because they don't want to get it. They don't want to get it. The scripture says, tell them no more than twice, then dust your feet off and keep it pushing. Okay? Do not keep trying to throw your pearl to swine. The swine is not going to do anything but eat it up, gobble it up, if it can even swallow it, because it's the truth. Okay? People are not ready to be unplugged. They are willing to be wicked with the world. They're willing to listen to the devil. Okay? They're willing to call CPS on people just out of spite. Just out of spite.
And many of them are so inert, so hopelessly dependent on...
He said many of them are so inert, which is a new word I just learned. Okay, it's insert without the S. So hopelessly dependent on the system, because we all know there's people out there that can't get over the system. They got to, everything a part of the system, they got to be a part of.
On the system.
They got to listen to the music. They got to dance the new dances. They got to download the new apps. They got to work the cool jobs. They got to have that certain car. They got to have that certain image. People that is of the system.
That they will fight to protect.
They will fight to protect it. Why? Because they have became that very system. I'm going to fight to protect the system because I am of the system, and I don't know me unless I know me in that system. If y'all know what I'm trying to say, I am nothing without the system, and I am going to stay by that system. Oh, What does it say about pork? I'm going to keep eating pork anyway because the system says it's okay. What does it say about marrying an 18-year-old girl? Well, I'm going to marry an 18-year-old girl because the system says it's okay. What is it? I can start smoking cigarettes at 21? Well, I'm going to do, I don't know, it's 18, 21. I'm going to start smoking cigarettes 21 years in my life because the system says it's okay.
Check it. Were you listening to me, Neo?
Was you listening to him, Neo?
Or were you looking at the
Or were you looking at the woman in the red dress? What is that red dress? That red dress is a distraction. It's a distraction. While you're on your journey to learning more, to knowing more, it's a distraction that always come your way. Men, usually your distraction is a woman. That's usually what your distraction is. It is a good looking woman. And a woman that you know is of the world, is of the system. You're usually choosing a woman that is of the system. While you're on your path of narrowness to the Most High God. Ladies, our distraction as well can be a woman. Because we're always in competition, unbeknownst to ourselves, that if we see another beautiful woman, we want to look like that woman. We want to be the image of beauty. You know, we want to be like, we want all the men to look at us. So both people are being distracted by a beautiful woman. That's why they call him Lucy and not Lucifer. Okay? You guys notice all of this. Just a side note. Lucy, Lucy, Lucerne, Lucas, not C, but it's a K, Luke. Like, you guys get to know who runs this world. Distractions.
woman in the red dress? Look again.
When he turned back and looked, someone was there to try to attack him.
Reason?
He got distracted by the pretty lady in red, turned back around to look at her, and it was his enemy. It was his enemy. Let me find a better word for that, because he turned back around and tried to look for this woman. And next thing he seen was a man trying to kill him. Yeah, I'm pretty sure if you ask these manosphere spaces, yeah, I've been in situations with women, they're trying to kill me. Yes. I get it. Okay.
This isn't the Matrix.
No. It's another training program designed to teach you one thing. If you are not one of us, you are one of them.
He said, if you are not one of us, you are one of them. As a good person, dang, that's like a lesson that we all have to learn. That, listen, not everybody is like you. Not everybody thinks like you. There are bad people in this world. Okay? Not everybody wants everybody to succeed. Not everybody feels like you shouldn't mess with somebody's husband. Not everybody feels like you should call the police or lie and threaten people's lives. Not everybody feel like that. Once you as a good person realize if you are not us, if we don't think the same, especially when it comes to keeping God alive through us. Because greater is he that is within thee than he that is of the world. If we're not on that same accord, then you are my enemy. And I'm fine with recognizing who my enemy is so I can treat them as such. But have y'all ever been in front of someone that's just like, dang, like, this person has burnt me before and burnt me before. Why do I keep giving them chances? What am I doing? What am I doing? Why do I have to be such a good person to keep giving these people chance after chance after chance? So take note. It's okay to think like this. It's okay to protect yourself. It's okay to have boundaries. I remember taking a parenting class, and when that lady told me the word boundaries, I'm like, wow, I never really heard that word like this before. You're right, Travel. You're right. We must learn how to travel. We must learn how to navigate good, bad, and ugly. And we have to make sure we don't become that. And that's exactly what I was saying with boundaries. When someone crosses your boundaries, sometimes it takes, okay, you know what? You did that before. Maybe you didn't mean it. Maybe you didn't mean to cross my boundary. Okay, we'll talk about it. If someone crossed that same boundary two at tops, and at tops 3, bro, calling you stupid, calling you dumb, just being disrespectful to you, any type of being verbal, physical, mentally crossing your boundary, cut them loose. They are your enemy. It is absolutely okay to think like that. You know why? Because truthfully, you're their enemy. If someone really cared about you, they wouldn't be doing all of that. They wouldn't cross your boundary. If I'm with someone and I love that person and they might like to do something I don't like, or not that way. If I say something and they don't like it, if I want to keep that person in my life, I will respect their boundary. Simple. And vice versa. If someone's with me and I say, don't insult my intelligence, and the first thing you do when we get into an argument is insult my intelligence, then you have no respect for me. And moving forward, you won't have any respect for me. I remember talking to a guy. I told him that we were talking, and I told him that. And then the first time that him and I got into a disagreement, he literally used that against me and started insulting my intelligence. Absolutely got cut the fuck off. Cut off. I don't play that. First off, I'm too old to play that. Secondly, that's a controlling tactic. You have become my enemy when you cross my boundaries. So what Morpheus said, if you are not one of us, you are one of them, that is perfectly okay to think about that so that you can protect yourself.
What are they? Sentient programs. They can move in and out of any software.
So he said, Neil's question, if this is low again, I apologize, you guys. I'm not sure why it's so low. I can barely hear it, but that's why I got the subtitles on it.
Sentient programs.
So Neil said, what are they? Morpheus replied, sentient programs. What's the definition of sentient? Sentient. Able to perceive or feel things. Okay. So this program is able to receive or feel things. Perceive. Able to perceive. And the meaning of perceive is to become aware or conscious. Okay. So this program is able to become aware or conscious of feelings. Hi, Queen. I miss you, girl. You know what I'm saying? I miss you, girl. Okay. So whatever it is that comes in and out of the planet is able to feel things, to receive things, is open to things. And these niggas that can come in and out of the planet want to kill good people. It want to kill, and per this movie, it wants to kill the awoken people. It wants to kill the people that get it. It wants to kill the people that is not of the program. Why? Because we're ruining shit. Now, this is the issue with black people. We be out there fucking up. Okay? It would be easy to get rid of us because we're doing stupid shit. But when it comes to black people, God is connected to us. The spiritual realm is connected to us. Okay? I feel that the only reason that we're still here, the Caucasians or the other races of our enemies got us here, is because we help this world continue. That's why these niggas is building robots and shit. Because they don't want to have to depend on us and need our God. They don't want our God anymore. Our God is going against what the hell they're talking about. So as long as our God, which is the creator, is connected to us, we are the problem. The system feels that we are the problem. It is not our fault. Hold on, let me pull this up. Let me pull Deuteronomy 6:7 KJV. This verse is not our fault. Maybe I did it right. I did it backwards. 7:6. Let me pull up the whole thing. Our people are being punished for something that we can't control. And the problem is we don't even know who we are. Man, hold on. Let me go back. Just go to that scripture and read it specifically. Okay. Let me show you guys what I see. Let me show you guys what the system knows. Let me show you guys what the pastors refuse to preach because they're what is it called? Because they're paid by the government. Forgot what it is when you're something. I forgot what it's called. Okay, let's start at verse 6. Chapter 7, verse 6 of Deuteronomy. He's talking about the Israelites right now. Okay, it says, "For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God." Okay, the Lord thy God had chosen thee, not Megan the stallion, but thee as an Israelite, had chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth. So with this part right here, just verse 6, the Lord thy God had chosen you to be a special people. People is a people. A people is a people. Unto himself. He chose these certain people for him. Above all people that are above the face of the earth. The Lord did not set his love upon you, nor choose you, because you were more in number than any other people, which we're not. We're the smallest. For ye were the fewest of all people. The fewest of all people. These people that we're talking about so far have been a special people unto the Lord thy God himself. Now you mean to tell me in a world so wicked as this one, that the people that God chosen to be special unto himself, you think that this program world like those people? You think that those people in this matrix world are respected, are looked upon in any type of positive way? Do you think that these people are glorified? Listen, the Ish are out there claiming that they are, but they hide their face. Why? Why hide your face? Why not have celebrations? If we can have Thanksgiving, Valentine, why we can't have celebration of God's chosen people? Why we can't glorify beautiful things? It always has to be something wicked. Okay? He said, but you were actually the first. So don't think I chose you because there's so many of you. I chose you not because of that, for actually it's fewer of you. You are the fewest of all people. But because the Lord loved you. Oh my God, don't be racist. No, that's not me being racist. That's God being racist. Don't tell me shit. Okay, he's the one that said he chose these special people and that he loved them above all people on the earth. He said that. He said that. Do we really think that these people that God loves so much, CPS gives a damn about taking their kids from them? The doctors give a damn about aborting them when the mother comes to the hospital to ask for an abortion? Do we really think that the matrix that we live in gives a damn about these people that the Lord chose for himself? I don't think so. And because he would keep the oath which he has sworn to your forefathers. You know, Abraham and them niggas, Isaac, Jacob, Moses, Noah, all of them. David, the oath he made with our forefathers is why he has chosen us. Because he's seen in them something and so special that nobody and none of his other creations were. Everybody picks up. Sin whispers in everybody's ear. But it's something special about these people that were chosen. Had the Lord brought you out with a mighty hand and redeemed you out of the house of bondmen from the hand of Pharaoh, the king of Egypt. Know therefore that the Lord thy God, he is God, the faithful God, which keepeth covenant and mercy with them that love him, and keep his commandments to 1,000 generations. So this silly world that we live in today knows that there are people out there that are absolutely chosen. And because they know this world, this matrix knows that, it uses people of the system, of the matrix, to be our enemy and go against us. They don't even understand why they're going against us. They don't even understand why they have some type of feeling toward us, why they feel some type of way about us. They don't even get it. But what they do know is there is something whispering in their ear to tell them to go and mess up what the next person got going on, so they can please Daddy Matrix. I've never witnessed Child Protective Services taking children from a home and saving those children. I haven't heard any story of that. But I have heard of the CPS system taking children from their home and bad things happening to those children wherever else they put them at.
They can move in and out of any software still hardwired to their system. That means that anyone we haven't unplugged is potentially an agent.
Anyone that they have not unplugged is potentially an agent. Anyone that they have not unplugged is potentially an agent. So if you are of this world, then you can easily be used to go against a good old woman like myself. If you're walking around acting and thinking and doing the things of the world, you have 100% capability to be my enemy. 100%. Because you're still plugged into a system that is created to go against me.
Inside the Matrix, they are everyone, and they are no one.
We have survived by hiding from them, by running from them. But they are the gatekeepers. They are guarding all.
They are the gatekeepers.
All the doors.
They're guarding all the doors and holding all the keys. Oh, all you have to do is pull your stuff up by your bootstraps, and I guarantee you'll get to a higher place. All you have to do is just do the right thing. Duh. Just go to work. Keep your mouth shut. Don't say anything to anyone. Do what those people tell you to do. And as long as you do what people tell you to do in the honest way, then you'll be fine. Okay? I can guarantee you, no. It doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter what you do. If you are not of this matrix, you better expect this to come at you hard, bruh. You better expect to go through some shit because you don't belong to this world. You don't belong. You are a foster child. Anyone that is not of the matrix is a foster child. And we've all heard stories of foster children. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Have anybody that's not of this world just had a great life? Such a good life as people that is actually out there doing stuff they ain't got no business doing? I don't think so.
Holding all the.
But they're the guardians, guarding all the doors and holding all the keys. The people that are wicked as heck.
Keys, which means that sooner or later, someone is going to have to fight them.
Someone is going to have to fight them. You guys, we can't sit back and be scared our entire life. We can't sit back and conform to something that is not of us. What do you want to be? What do you want to be? Do you want to be truly free? Or do you want to be a free slave? What do you want to be? Do you want to be truly free or a free slave? Because people say they don't want to follow the laws of the Bible, not understanding that the world was written off the laws of the Bible. I don't understand it. And that same book has kept a lot of us out of trouble. It has given a lot of us, hello, Mr. Watson, a lot of us great advice on how to keep calm, keep cool, and keep it pushing.
Someone. I won't lie to you, Neil. Every single man or woman who has stood their ground, everyone who has fought an agent has...
Every single man or woman who has fought an agent has died. It is absolutely not easy to go against the world that is going against you. And we're talking about the world. Greater is he that lives within thee than he that is of the world. How do you fight against a system that has created laws for your demise? How? You can't. You have to go to the spiritual realm. You have to ask the Most High for help. You have to. Because you damn sure can't do it on your own. I've never been able to fight not one battle or fight on my own. I've always had to call out to the Most High God. Always.
has died. But where they have failed, you will succeed.
But if you stand for nothing, you'll fall for anything. If you stand for nothing, you just delete. You're going to delete about everything and anything. You won't have any common sense.
I've seen an agent punch through a concrete wall. Men have emptied entire clips at them and hit nothing but air. Yet their strength and their speed are still based in a world that is built on rules.
I love that. Your strength and your speed is still, let me go back.
Yet their strength
built on rules. It's based in a world built on rules. Check this out. There was no rules in the Garden of Eden. None. Except, and once they got kicked out, they were banished somewhere else. And that place that they were banished to is now enclosed with rules. Even if we feel like we got superpowers, we strong, we can see, we smart, we still stuck in a place where it's built on rules.
and their speed are still based in a world that is built on rules. Because of that, they will never be as strong or as fast as you can.
What are you trying to tell me? That I can dodge bullets?
No, dear. I'm trying to tell you that when you're ready, you won't have to.
When he's ready, he won't have to dodge bullets. Because at the end of the movie, he was just able to say, stop. Whoop! That brain. Whoop! Yo. But before he got there, before he got to that place that he really, really wanted to be, he had to go through this place called the Matrix. He had to go through this place where they don't care about him. They're out to get him if they feel like they are threatened by him or his message or his word. They had to deal with people trying to take his children away. He had to deal with this.
Supervisor said that it's still open and that there's a safety plan that has supervised parents right now. So for right now, we're gonna have to have the Lois mom and the all contact you okay?
Can we say goodbye? I'm gonna ask. We've not been mean at all. Can we please say goodbye? He's not letting us say goodbye. He's being very, very mean to him.
Let go now.
Because of what you're doing. Because of what you're doing.
You're recording, right?
Yes.
You're gonna.
You are.
Let go.
Just let him give her a hug. What kind of person are you?
Let go now. Let go now. Let go now. Let go now. Let go now.
Let go. Let go of the baby. Let go of the baby. Relax.
Not only did they take the baby from the father in their house, they had the audacity to arrest him for not wanting to let go. He wasn't fighting these officers. He wasn't pushing and kicking these officers. And this supervisor, my supervisor, my supervisor, my supervisor. They always say that shit. So if you're ever in a situation with the CPS, talk to the supervisor. You need direct information from the supervisor. I'm not about to play with someone that bird talks from somebody else. They came in these people's house and took these people's kid and arrested the father. And we're supposed to fight for this? This is what y'all want me to stand for? This is what y'all want me to conform for? The police of this world, the music of this world, the teachers of this world? What we doing? What we talking about? What we doing? What we talking about?
Jason, you're just making matters worse. He just wanted to say goodbye to his daughter. I have it on video how you went.
Yes.
I'm not blocking the door anymore.
Other room.
Just got pepper spray, wallet. You can't breathe.
Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. Thanks, Leo, for coming through with the $5 super chat. What's up? Life, Leo. That's what the fuck is up.
Breathe.
Roll over and sit up. Sorry. Hold on.
With that being the case,
Sure. And then we'll work it out.
but I'm gonna roll you toward me so you're on your side, all right? I'm gonna search in front of you.
Sit up, Jason.
Instructions. Well, I want you to follow my instructions. Okay? Don't shoot with your boss. That's fine. But I want you to follow my instructions because I'm running
You need
dealing
to
with you
follow
right
Officer
now.
Murdoch's instructions. Okay? You're just making the matter.
You see how police work together? Even though they know when they're under some bullshit? That's how we need to work together. But we're not going to be able to work together on the enemy's land. We need to go to Antarctica, where them niggas don't want to go. Where they don't want to go, where they tell everybody there's nothing there. That's where we need to go. This just ain't working for us. It's not working for us here in this land. It's not.
They're worse.
Pull your knees to your chest.
Okay?
Roll up. Lean forward me so you can stand up.
Stand up. All right.
You bring everything he had. All right.
Did you get the thing through?
Yeah.
Keep the door propped open. There's a shoe there. Is he gonna get shoes?
If you want to grab him from that, would probably help him out.
Yep. You can meet him at the car. Shoot.
Do you have keys to let us back in? Oh, go get keys. Sorry, trying to get him his shoes.
probably need to.
Here's the shoe.
You can give him that off.
Oh,
Right there.
just kidding. Right. And look at, she had to breastfeed. Why isn't she breastfeeding right now? I thought she had to breastfeed.
Now, I remember having this conversation the other day about why CPS is bad. I know some people say, well, it depends on the situation. No, don't ever think like that. Don't never think that a system created by the Matrix is only there to help. That's not what they're doing. They're looking to go into good people's homes and take their children. That's it. They would try to find even if they know that you smoked weed 5 years ago, they'll feel like there's a possibility you're going to smoke weed again. So any chance and opportunity I'm going to drug test you. Any way they can to try to take your kids away. Oh, you drink a little bit too much. I see a beer can there. I'm going to have to go ahead and get a test, an alcohol test on you. Oh, you're not making enough money? I'm going to need to see your bank statements to make sure you're able to pay. It's always just to put your children in the hands of someone that could never care for your children the way you can. Even if you're sick, listen, CPS does not need to be there to help the child. They need to, in order to help the child, they need to be there for the parent. If they really cared about the child, then they would be there to help the parent. Because no one can take care of the child like the parent can. Get the parent some help, just like they do in court. You saying you can keep your child, but every week you will have to submit to a drug test. Every week you will have to check in. You giving my child to my mother doesn't guarantee that she ain't gonna drown my kid. That's not what that does. You giving the child to the kid's father doesn't mean that he's not going to abuse the child. That's not what that does. To the person that takes care of the child, help that person. Help that person. Don't take away people's children. Are we serious? And again, this entity is not taking away children from parents that are bad to their kids. They're taking away children from parents that maybe just had a little situation that happened. I've heard situations where CPS is called just because she and I got into it, and a way for her to get back at me is for her to call the CPS. Now you got a whole case open. I don't like you, so every time I get into it with you, I'm going to call CPS. No system of the system is a good system. No system. I absolutely have my 100% suspicions about every system created in this world, because it's not created for my beautiful brown self. Nowhere near is the system created for me. I'm glad you did too. I'm glad you did too. I know you probably know how vicious this system is to even take someone's kid. This one is titled Body Cam Video. Chandler police busted to home to remove kids after clinic reports medical emergency.
At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up.
I guess they're trying to call the parents, have them open up the door. My thing is, how did you know the parents were home? I just don't trust you guys. I'm sorry. How did you know the parents were just not at home? So they're gonna come back again and try for another attempt to try to get into their home.
And we need to talk to you outside. So why don't you come outside so we can talk about this?
No, thank you.
This just shows that your home, that you think is your home, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. These people could come in and take what's yours at any time.
Opportunity to come out here and just talk to me. So why don't we figure this out now instead of sit here? Because we're not leaving.
Man. Sorry guys, this is taking a little bit long.
Talk to us.
They're not going to force me to go to the hospital and treat me in an emergency room visit right now.
Well, here's the thing. All the doctors told you what was going on with your son, and they said that they strongly told you to go to the hospital and get him checked out because
His fever didn't break. His fever broke. We gave him a bath and his fever broke. He's doing fine.
Look, Brooks, I talked to the doctors already, and they said that this could be a possible life-threatening situation.
It is not a
Listen. I know you're saying that the fever broke now, and he's feeling better, but
yeah, if he gets
okay.
worse, then we'll go to the hospital.
Well, no.
Doctor's recommendation.
Well, Brooks.
So what's going on right now is they're trying to get into this man's. Okay, hold on. They just told this man who they're knocking at his door that he took his child to the doctor's office earlier, right? And they told him that they strongly suggest this system that he takes them to another hospital. The parents felt as though I'll go home with my child, as he's saying, and if anything happens, I will take my child to the hospital. If anything happens, I would take my child to the hospital.
Need you to come outside and talk to us.
No.
Like I said, if you don't come out and talk to us, and we have to deal with this, make this even worse than it needs to be, then those kids.
Sorry, Medley, I'm just now seeing your message. My bad. I'm sorry. There we go.
Kids will be taken away, and you guys are going to be in.
Guys, make sure you like, subscribe, share. Pretty sure you guys all have, but make sure you like the video. Like.
Serious trouble. As of right now, you were told by the doctors that he needs to go to an emergency room. That was told to you guys, and we have all the information from all the doctors saying. Now, you knowing that makes it even worse for you guys because it could be a felony charge. But
how the hell can it be a felony charge that y'all told me to take my kid to the doctor? I took my child home, and now it's going to be a felony? Y'all seriously unplug from the system because I promise you, it's not made for you. The moment you have something that matters, it's going to try to take it away from you.
I would rather just have you come out and just let us deal with this and let's go take the kid to the hospital.
So if I take my kid to the hospital right now, you guys will leave and my wife can stay with my kids?
Yeah, if you come out and talk to us, both of you, we can go from there. And
what are my other two kids going to do? Both of our parents can't be in the hospital.
Well, no, I'm not saying you both leave at the hospital, but let's get your son who's sick to the hospital tonight.
All three of my kids are sick, dude.
Well, the one you took to the doctor is the one we're concerned about because he apparently is more sick than the others.
So all his children are sick, but the hospital's only focused on one specific. No. Y'all, come on, bruh. Come on, bruh. They want this man so bad to take a sick kid to the hospital that because he didn't, they called the cops to come and remove the kid.
How my other two kids then?
You can bring your kids with you if you think they need it.
No, they don't. None of my kids need to go to the hospital. They're fine. None of them have fevers right now. They have the cough and the sniffles. And not in life danger.
Yeah, that's not gonna fly.
Sarah, it's a Chandler Police Department with Department of Child Services. You need to come to the door and you need to come now.
Give me 1 second, you guys.
Now, we have a temporary custody notice that's been signed by a judge. Failure to comply with the court order can result in your door being kicked in. I have the order in my hand. You can come out and read it. We're not going away at this point.
Sorry. If this happened at midnight, then how did they get a judge to sign off on a court order? So police are able to lie. Men with badges, men with suits on are able to lie. Because if he had a court order, he would have already. How you get a court order at midnight? I don't know.
Sarah, this is the Chandler Police Department. We have a court order. You need to come to the door. I'll give you a copy of the order so that you can read. We need to ensure the welfare of your child. If you refuse to comply with the court order, we will kick in your door. We will force entry into your house.
Announcements.
Chandler Police Department!
Hold there. Make more announcements.
Chandler Police Department, come out with your hands up! Chandler Police Department!
Come on, thing.
Hands up! Let me see both your hands.
This is crazy.
Turn around. Face away from us. Come out slowly.
All them TikTok videos or YouTube, that's a lot of that stuff is made up. This is real. This is really, really real. That these people are getting their kids taken away because they didn't want to take them to another hospital. This is evil. And until you have children, you will never know how evil the world really, really is.
How many people where's your wife at? I'm not sure actually right now. How about? Yeah. What do you got? I've got a bunch of them, man. They're all locked up. Does Sarah have access to the safe? No.
So They're going to arrest this man. They got the gun pointed in the house where they said that he said that his wife and children were in there. And they're taking the baby. They're taking that baby. Both parents were charged with 1 count each of child abuse. Yeah. So again, there is no system made inside of a system that is your enemy. The system is not your friend. The system has never been your friend. There is no system made inside of a system, by a system, from a system that was created for you. Especially knowing that you are chosen. Especially knowing that God loves you. You're not fit for this world if you are loved by God. No, that's not what this world wants. Okay? Man, that video really hurt, man. Like, dang, just seeing this stuff happen. Just seeing that father get the baby snatched out of his hand. Seeing the cops come into these people's house with a gun. Charge the parents for child negligence, even though they showed up to the hospital with the child in the first place. Nobody had to call them and tell them that you need to take your child to the... They didn't do that. All right, you guys. That's all I want to cover on the CPS. I'll be back a little later. My next topic, my next show I want to cover is, do you control your spouse and your children? Do you control your spouse and children? I know damn well I don't control my kids because they don't listen to a damn thing I got to say. All right, you guys. Until next time. See you later.